I'm excited for this particular episode because education is near and dear to my heart. This is an area that, as a company, we have devoted a lot of focus in understanding how we could add value in helping to educate folks to getting into the cannabis industry. But we're not the only one. There are institutions, companies, and organizations all across North America that are building businesses focused on education. Education to patients, education to communities, education to those looking to get into the industry, and education to the existing professionals in the industry that need to level up on their skill set or the continuous improvement and developing world-class background to take advantage of the opportunities that lay ahead in this industry. Education is one of the biggest industries in the world, and cannabis education, we predict, is going to be one of the fast burgeoning areas within the sector of global education. So stick around while we jump into and we'll dive into talking about some of those top careers in the cannabis space and those top companies as well. I'm IB Sekandi, also known as Brian Sekandi, and I'm going to be the host on this episode. Welcome back, everybody. So we're going to dive right in. First up, we're going to break down 3 companies and organizations within the cannabis education space. At the end, we're also going to leave you with 3 careers that you can pursue within cannabis education. Let's dig right in. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to define what is cannabis education. Most of you guys probably know what education is. What exactly is cannabis education? Cannabis education is the facilitation of acquiring cannabis-related skills, knowledge, and vocational training. Education in cannabis includes higher education, training and development, certification, licensing, and academic research. So let's dig into some examples of cannabis institutions and companies that are making some waves. Up first, we have an e-learning platform, an on-demand platform, one of the world's most comprehensive cannabis education platforms around. Green Flower is focused around educating cannabis professionals within the industry and those looking to get in the industry. They've also made several partnerships with universities across the United States and are making huge amount of impact in terms of educating individuals and normalizing cannabis within our society. Up next, we have is McGill University out of Canada. McGill University has started a research center for cannabis out of their Faculty of Medicine. McGill University is offering a variety of courses where you can learn cannabis cultivation, post-harvesting, extraction, quality assurance, quality control, formulation, and R&D. Up next we have is Uplift. Uplift was started and founded out of Maryland by Kevin Ford. Uplift is a community education platform that prioritizes diversity and inclusion. Initially started as a platform in Maryland to help cannabis medical patients get access to critical and important information. It is now expanded to be an education platform for professionals all across the cannabis industry. These are 3 institutions, very different organizations, all doing incredible work and helping to educate patients, consumers, individuals, and professionals about the cannabis industry. Welcome back, guys. So we're going to jump into 3 careers that you can pursue long-term within cannabis education. The first is an educator and instructor. An educator instructor is responsible for course development, delivering the course, and grading. Previous experience as a teacher, educator with a postgraduate degree in adult education or education is a massive benefit. Another route will be if you're an expert in a particular field that is in high demand in cannabis, quality assurance, cultivation, and converting your domain expertise into teaching expertise. Instructor and educators are opportunities that we need more of within cannabis as more people need to be educated. The next career we have is chemist. As cannabis becomes widely accepted, our need to understand the compounds and discover the multitude of benefits around cannabis compounds and cannabinoids is going to come down to having qualified chemists to be able to participate within this field. Within higher education, we see a lot of jobs looking for analytical chemists and chemists. A chemist is going to be responsible for compound analysis and evaluation. He's going to be responsible for co-authoring papers, long-term studies, and clinical and laboratory work. The next opportunity we have is a researcher. Researcher is also an incredibly important part of any academic institution, and as cannabis comes close to pending legalization in the US, expect to see more demand for academic research, hopefully funded research, to understand the benefits of the cannabis plant. A researcher is going to be responsible for qualitative research collection, evaluation and analysis, recruitment of participants, and screening. These are 3 careers that you can take advantage of today in the cannabis industry. If you're looking for any of these careers or looking to find out more about any of these particular organizations, please take a look at these organizations on their website, or you can always check them out on careerscannabis.com and see if any of these organizations are hiring today. You guys want to stick around for the very next episode. The next episode, we're going to continue to go deep in cannabis education. And we're going to give you 6 companies and institutions looking for people today and 6 jobs within cannabis education, in addition to the 3 careers that we just mentioned now. See you guys next time. I got my snazzy hat on, which is also part of something that I recently launched, which is an educational book for kids and parents whose parents work in the cannabis industry. The book is called Kids of Cannabis, My Mom and Dad Work in Cannabis. This is our story, and this is one of our first forays into that education space, providing a tool that will help parents educate their kids about what they do for work.